Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Call. I'm Keely McCormick. Coming up on today's show, we're going to talk about Michelle Obama's new book, plus what our crew's thankful for this Thanksgiving. And Weather Gal Sal is going to tell us what to expect with weather for this upcoming break.
Thanks, Keely. And if you think this winter break is going to be cold, just wait. Stay tuned and you'll find out if the temperatures warm up this week.
Today is November 14th and Wake Up Call starts right now. Welcome back to Wake Up Call. As you can see, my co-anchor Malik is out sick today, but he will be back in 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. So we'll get started along with the news. As of last night, officials say that the Northern California campfire has burned 130 acres, and 6 more people were found dead yesterday, which brings the death toll to 50. This is the deadliest and costliest wildfires in state history, and about 9,000 firefighters are battling these wildfires. Around 52,000 people have evacuated, and many well-known celebrities such as Miley Cyrus, Gerard Butler, Liam Hemsworth, and many others have lost their homes. We keep this community and everyone suffering from these fires in our thoughts here at Wake Up Call during this rough time. Now we're going to toss it over to our weather gal Sal to talk a little bit about weather for Thanksgiving break. Sally?
Thank you, Keely. And you can see real quick before we go into Thanksgiving, you can see that this is a nursing home located in Paradise, California. There has been over 230,000 acres burning from the fire, and that is Chicago and Boston combined together. And it is a crucial fact that with people still seeing all the damage, this is the before and after effects of the fire. People have been missing, and luckily today might be the day for the weather conditions and the winds to be low. And you can see behind me on the map, there is the destruction going all across the coast of California and where it mostly is affected the most populated areas. So it's very specific. When your town's been told to evacuate, it's very important to leave before matters get out of control. And so this is a picture from NASA, and you can see the fire out of space. And from the satellites out of Earth, you can see smoke and everything covering all over California. So luckily, hopefully, after 500 flames that firefighters have been fighting against, we've only lost 6, and hopefully that the remaining days calm down with the appealing conditions so that this is over. And if you'd like to donate, Red Cross is available online for any help. And we're going to head into today's current weather. It's 19 degrees, sunny with the southeast winds of 5 miles per hour. It's going to warm up, hopefully around 38 degrees, hopefully pushing towards 40 if it feels like around 2 p.m. And as the winds come in, you want to stay warm with that wind chill. It will be effective. And it'll drop down around 21 degrees tonight. And what to expect next week, you can see the warming back up to 30 degrees or maybe hit 50s after or around Thanksgiving. You could potentially reach the 48 by next week on Wednesday. And we're going to toss it back to Keely for more news.
Thank you, Sally. I'm excited about that 50-degree weather. I'm getting a little tired of this cold. Michelle Obama's new memoir called Becoming will give readers an inside look at the life of the former First Lady. The book's already at the top of Amazon's bestseller list and sold the most pre-orders since Harper Lee's Go Set a Watchman from 2015. In the book, Obama mentions she'll not be running for president in 2020, but does discuss her opinions on President Trump and who she thinks should run in the next election. And we're going to go ahead and check out a video on what Oprah has to say about this book.
From the south side of Chicago, welcome Michelle Obama! From the first page of this book until the last, you did it. You brought it, you opened yourself up, you allowed us to see in, and let us experience the fullness of you in a way that I don't think anybody has ever done before, particularly who's been in the White House.
One of the first things we did, because we were trying to figure out how do you make this normal for children, you know, because Malia and Sasha were
7 and 10.
Thank you for that. I won't hear the end of that. She's like, Mom didn't even know how old we were. They were young.
Yes.
And we were figuring out how do we keep them grounded. And the first thing we thought is like, they cannot, when we're having pancakes in the morning, it's just crazy to have a man with a tuxedo come in. When you got some little girls at a sleepover and you're bringing in some water, so we canceled the tuxedos. It's like, take those tuxedos off, wear some polo shirts and some slacks. Unless we did something formal, we just sort of loosened it up a bit. And people ask, so do I miss the White House? And it's like, no, I don't miss the house, because we took what was important in that house with us, and it is with us. It's family, it's values, it's the friendship. So the house is beautiful, and it's historic, and it was an honor to live there, but the people in it make it what it is.
And my director, Courtney, told me that we can get those books for about $20 at the Super Target here in Lawrence. Now to a story that affects us right here in Kansas. Deaths due to domestic violence was the highest it has been in 2 decades here in Kansas. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation shows that there were 38 domestic violence deaths in 2017, and that's twice as many as in 2016. 20 of those deaths were female and 18 were male, plus 33 suspects were male and 5 female. This was the highest number since 41 domestic violence deaths in 1993. And years after the infamous Bush versus Gore presidential election, another vote recount is brewing in Florida. Florida's Secretary of State announced this weekend a second look is needed for the paper-thin races for governor, senator, and agricultural commissioner. As the result is underway, the campaign of Governor Rick Scott, who's currently running for Senate, is filing 3 lawsuits, claiming County Supervisor of Elections Dr. Brenda Snipes counted ballots after Saturday's deadlines, which is against Florida law. If none of the candidates in these tight races back down and the vote margin remains small, these races could potentially be challenged for weeks to come. And famed Marvel Comics writer Stan Lee passed away on Monday in Los Angeles. He was 95 years old. After a lower-class upbringing, Lee landed his first job at Timely Comics, where he became editor at 19 years old. It wasn't until 1961 that Lee and longtime collaborator Jack Kirby renamed the company to Marvel Comics. From there, superheroes like Spider-Man, Daredevil, and more all came to life under Lee's direction. His success catapulted Marvel from a small venture to the top comic publisher in the world. So let's check out a package from CNN about Lee's legacy.
In the world of comic superheroes,
you are a god.
How are you?
other people drew the characters, he invented their stories.
You're responsible for the greats. Let's do the list. Spider-Man. Guilty. I can't stand it! The brakes are gone! The Incredible Hulk.
Afraid so.
There was a collective cry of grief from cartoonists. Stan Lee's face projected as a web in the sky. How'd he come up with Spider-Man anyway?
I saw a fly crawling on the wall, and I said, wow, suppose a person had the power to stick to a wall like an insect.
Jimmy Kimmel posted what he called a weird portrait of Stan that Jimmy drew when he was 7. 3 decades later, he got to give it to the great one in person. The Marvel of Marvel Comics explained his objective this way.
We want to be a little cinder in the eye of the establishment. I just thought of that. I think it's great.
He was modest when he got a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame.
In a million years, I never thought, that I'd get something like this.
He and his wife Joan were married for 69 years until her death. He appeared in movie cameo
That is hilarious.
after movie cameo.
Nice suit. Zip it, Stanley.
At the age of 77, he told Larry King
Life is so exciting. I'd love to have another 100 years.
he had to settle for a mere 95 years total, creating superheroes with human hang-ups, and he never hung up his signature line.
Excelsior. Excelsior.
Genimo, CNN,
Excelsior. Oh.
New York.
And that is quite the legacy that he has left here. Coming up after the break, we're going to be back to talk about soccer, KU basketball, everyone's favorite, and what our crew is thankful for this holiday season. So stay tuned.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back to Wake Up Call. Kansas soccer played St. Louis University last Friday night in the first round of the NCAA tournament. This was the coldest game for KU soccer since 2014, with temperatures as low as 17 degrees. Despite the frigid weather, Kansas didn't want to stop playing, and the game went into double overtime. Junior forward Katie McClure shot a clutch goal from the left post, beating St. Louis 2-1 and earning the Hawks a spot in next week's round. KU will play in the second round of the NCAA tournament on Friday in Chapel Hill against the University of North Carolina. If the Hawks walk away with a win on Friday, they'll advance to the third round game Sunday, November 18th. And the Kansas Jayhawks won the 46th consecutive home opener Monday night against the Vermont Catamounts. Senior LeGerald Vick had an impressive game with a career high of 32 points and shot 8 for 8 at the three, which makes him the first Jayhawks to accomplish that. Udoka Azubuike also had the fans going wild when he dunked in 2 of his 23 points. Freshman Quentin Grimes posted his first double-double of his career along with 10 points and 10 assists to bring the Jayhawks to a victory over the Catamounts. Final score of 84-68. Up next, Kansas will host Louisiana on Friday. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Sally, what kind of weather can we expect for this game on Friday?
Thank you, Keely. And on Friday, you can see it's right behind me, and it's going to warm up to 55, hopefully. But expected around be 50. It's still going to be breezy and chilly. So you'll see tomorrow it will warm up once we push through these chilly temperatures, but the temperatures will drop when we get cooler into the night. So around 6 p.m., the sun starts setting around 5:15. You want to be covered. The winds will start to get really cold. And Saturday, moving into 38 and 45 on Monday. Tuesday, you'll see it warming back up. And on Thanksgiving, it should be still chilly in the 50s. Back to you, Keely. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Weather Gal Sal. I am really hoping to see those temperatures warm up, especially for the big game on Friday. Coming back after the break, we are going to talk to one of our very own crew members about what she's thankful for this Thanksgiving break. Stay tuned.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
Welcome back to Wake Up Call. Now I am here with Courtney, one of our beloved crew members. I went around today asking the crew members what they were most thankful for Thanksgiving, and once I asked Courtney, we just had to share it with everyone. So Courtney, tell us what you're most thankful for this season.
So I'm a big fan of my dogs, and we just got we have golden doodles, and we just got a brand new puppy, and her name's Oakley. And
look at that video.
Yeah, there she is tipping over her bowl, which she loves to do, her food bowl, but the other day she tipped over a water bowl and it scared her to death and she ran away.
Okay, cute, love it.
Yeah.
So how old is she now?
She's 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
Yeah.
That is a baby. Do you know how much she weighs?
Like 10 pounds. We
10
took her to the vet
pounds.
the other day and she was 10 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are you loving her so far? Tell us how the puppy experience has been.
I mean, she's awesome. She's not doing good with the whole potty training thing. My mom's ready to ship her out already,
Oh,
but
I
it'll be
bet.
fine. She follows my other dog around like her shadow, but otherwise she's adorable.
So is your other dog threatened by her, or are they getting along so far?
No, she doesn't really like her. She
Yeah.
doesn't pay attention to her.
I feel like that's just how. Oh, there you can see the video. She's following her. Oh,
Yeah.
how cute. And yeah, your other dog really does not care too much.
Yeah, no, she just doesn't really pay attention to her.
Oh, I
They've
feel like
started to lay on the same dog bed, so that's good.
that's cute.
But
That's how my dogs are. At first, we got a new dog, and he was obsessed with my other dog, and my other dog just really could not give him the
Yeah.
time of day. But hey, that's how dogs work.
yeah, they'll get over it.
Yeah. All right, well, we want to remind you guys to be thankful for everything this season and to be sure to tell those people who you're thankful for. On to my favorite segment, I Come Bearing Good News. 'Tis the holiday season of cute videos that spread throughout the internet of people from the military coming home to surprise their loved ones. So for our I Come Bearing Good News segment today, we're just going to take a look at some of those videos.
That's what you were waiting for, right? Y'all jerks. Well, we're nice jerks. How did he pull this off?
And I don't know about you guys, but I just love those videos. It's a tearjerker every time.
Yeah, if you're wanting a good cry, just watch those videos.
Watch military coming home videos, yeah. And now, not Sally, you're not our weather gal.
No,
Courtney's
no,
going
I
to
don't
stay
know much
here.
about weather.
We're going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving. Each year, there's an estimated 2,400 house fires on Thanksgiving, estimated of 5 deaths, 25 injuries, and $19 million in property damage. So be careful this Thanksgiving. It may not be the safest holiday of the year, but it is a thankful one.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty thankful for the food coming up. My favorite, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes,
Mashed potatoes.
the rolls,
Yes, I
and
love
mac and cheese. What's your favorite?
mashed potatoes and rolls and green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but I'm more of a ham girl than a turkey girl.
Okay.
Turkey's just too dry.
Yeah, I'm never
Yeah.
really into the meat anyways. Growing up, my
Yeah.
grandma was always putting it on my plate. I'd cut it up and then feed it to the dogs
Yeah,
under the table.
make it look like you ate it.
Yeah,
but you
I'm
didn't.
like, I just want the mashed potatoes
I
and
know, same.
carb overload on Thanksgiving, people. What is your favorite dessert?
Well, we have a big tradition of always making pumpkin pies. Like me, my cousin, and my 96-year-old Nana
Oh,
make like 15 pies every year. But
96-year-old can make pies still?
oh yeah,
That's
she's
impressive.
doing great. I don't know. She's thriving.
Love to see
But
it.
so I like pumpkin pie, pumpkin cookies. I like
Okay.
those better than the
Yeah.
pie.
I love pumpkin flavored everything, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't like pumpkin pie because like the consistency of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not honestly a huge fan of it, but I get forced into making it.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. My favorite is apple pie. Both my grandmas make some great peach cobbler. They mix it with vanilla ice cream. It's really delicious. So,
Yeah.
what are your plans? Where do you guys go for your Thanksgiving?
We always go to my cousin's house, who lives like 2 minutes away from me, and there's like 30 people there, so it's always a huge party.
huge ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the time of year when parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles are like, who's the boyfriend?
Yep.
What's the major? What are we doing after college? And I'm old now. I'm a junior. I have to
You gotta
really
get your stuff together.
really tell them where I'm going. But yeah, so who are you looking forward to most seeing on Thanksgiving? Any old cousins or anyone you don't see normally?
So we have a bunch of family from Texas that comes up every year, and there's 3 little nuggets, like
Aw.
5, 3, and 1. So I'm excited to see them.
That's cute.
Yeah, they're
I
fun.
also have some babies coming in town. They're, I don't know. I'm so bad with ages, but they're from California, so they're coming in to stay with us, and they're just the cutest little kids ever. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right, well, we want to remind you guys to be thankful and be safe this holiday season. We will not be here next Wednesday because we'll all be home celebrating the holiday, but Wake Up Call will be right back the very next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Have a great holiday season. I'm Keely McCormick.
And I'm Courtney McMaster.
Thanks for tuning in.